to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I've been waiting a long time to do, and I've been really excited to make it for you guys. It's how to make your own potent, amazing hair oil. I've been making my own hair oil for a really long time now, and ever since I've been making it myself, I've noticed a tremendous difference in how fast my hair is growing and how healthy my hair is. Before, I used to just buy the one at the grocery store, but I'm telling you, if you make your own at home, you're going to see a huge difference in how fast your hair is going to grow and how healthy it's going to feel. So I have all the ingredients here, and I'm going to go through them one by one to kind of explain why I'm using those ingredients, because they all work together to create a really potent hair elixir that's going to make your hair grow really fast and really strong and healthy. Okay, so before I get into how much I put of each ingredient into my mixture here, I'm going to explain to you guys one by one why I use each of these ingredients. So the first one is super important. You don't want to skip out on this one, but it's going to be rosemary, okay? I get organic rosemary because it's going to be soaking in the oil for 5 to 6 weeks, and if it's not organic, most likely it has pesticides, and you don't want that stuff soaking into the oil, and then when you use it, it's going to be soaking into your scalp. No bueno, okay? So try to get organic, and you want to make sure you wash it before you add it to the oil. So the reason why rosemary is so important is because the number one thing it does is boost circulation in your scalp. So your hair follicles are going to be nice and stimulated, and therefore more nutrients are going to be able to reach them. Rosemary can also reduce inflammation if you have that problem, which can cause dandruff, it can make your scalp itchy, and it can make your scalp dry, and all that stuff kind of inhibits hair growth. So the rosemary not only boosts circulation, but it's antifungal, antibacterial, and it's anti-inflammatory. Now, on top of the nutrients that it also has antioxidants, which protects your hair from free radical damage. Okay, so free radical damage can also inhibit your hair growth. So that's why rosemary is super important. It's the number one ingredient. I use a whole thing of rosemary in my oil. Okay, the next one is fenugreek seeds. Okay, fenugreek seeds is the second ingredient, and I highly recommend not skipping this. Okay, I get this on Amazon, and it's super great for your hair. Let me tell you what it does. I didn't discover fenugreek seeds until I started noticing I was getting grays, and that's when I started researching, like, what can I put into this oil to stop my hair from getting gray so fast, because I'm not that old, okay? Not that it's a problem. I mean, it's okay. I'm just saying, you know, I felt like it was premature graying. So I started to do the research, and that's when I learned about fenugreek seeds. Now, fenugreek seeds contains proteins, vitamins, minerals. It has all the nutrients to promote your hair growth. It also makes your hair super thick. That's one of the number one things I noticed when I was using the fenugreek. Okay, when I was adding it to the oil, I noticed how thick my hair was looking, and it not only did it look thick, but it felt thick. It started to feel really healthy, and I was not having as much breakage. When I was detangling my hair, I noticed a lot less breakage when I was combing through my hair. One of the key signs that you know your hair is getting healthy, because you can tell by how much hair is coming out when you're detangling it. It's totally normal to have a little bit of hair come out, but if you start noticing like chunks of hair coming out, that's a sign that your hair is damaged and you need to start caring for it immediately. So it really just balances out your hormones, your scalp's pH, which can really help to prevent hair loss. The next ingredient is cloves. I get these cloves off of Amazon. I get everything off of Amazon pretty much, but you want to get whole cloves, and again, you want to make sure that it's organic, okay? You don't want it to have been sprayed with any kind of chemicals or pesticides, because you're going to be putting that stuff into your scalp, and your scalp will absorb it, okay? Your scalp is very absorbent. It's like a sponge. So the reason why I use cloves is because it boosts your hair growth. It's going to help reduce hair loss. It's going to prevent breakage. It's going to prevent premature graying. It's going to improve the overall strength of your hair. Cloves are awesome, y'all. I'm gonna do a whole video on cloves because it's just like a miracle herb. Okay, there's so many benefits to it, and it's just good for so many things, for oral care, for your skin, for bruises, for cuts, for burns, all that. But anyways, it also reduces dandruff. So if you suffer from dandruff, it's gonna reduce that significantly because it's high in vitamin K. Now, one of the main antioxidants it has is called eugenol, which is a really strong antioxidant that really boosts the circulation in your scalp, and that's just going to help with the hair growth and premature aging. Now, another thing that clove is good for, if you ever end up suffering from this problem, I didn't know this until I looked it up, but it's for head lice. So if you or someone you know end up suffering from head lice, then you want some clove oil. You could just get it, directly. You don't have to wait for you to make it yourself, but it's good to have on hand. If you or anyone you know has head lice, go ahead and put that on your scalp and it will annihilate them. Now, you can use any oil to soak these ingredients in. I use olive oil in particular. I use extra virgin olive oil, and the reason why I use olive oil is because my hair is curly. I have I don't know if it's 4A, 4C, 4A/4C. I don't know. I have a certain hair texture. My curly hair tends to get really dry just naturally on its own, and then on top of that, I have color treated hair. So the fact that my hair is curly and it's color treated, I need intense hydration, and that's what the olive oil provides. Olive oil has oleic acid, which really helps moisture penetrate the hair shaft. So it makes your hair shiny and it really controls frizz. So that's why I use olive oil, and it's just packed with all types of nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, and it's just really good for your hair. But like I said, if you don't have super dry hair, you can go with jojoba oil, you can go with coconut oil, argan oil, almond oil, which I've tried once. I just didn't find it as moisturizing as olive oil, but almond oil is a really good one. Oh, and I forgot. So this fourth ingredient, okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, including the oil. Okay, so how am I going to say this? Okay, so I have 4 ingredients, okay? The oil, the clove, the rosemary, and the fenugreek seeds. That's my go-to hair oil elixir that I make at home. But I'm going to add an ingredient this time around that I've never added before because it was just sitting in my pantry and I was just like, okay, it's just sitting here in my tea pantry. What else can I use this for? I always do that. I always try to find multi-uses for things that are organic and natural. So one of those things that I found is ginseng. Okay, I found these dried ginseng slices in my tea cupboard, and I figured, why not try it in my hair oil? So I looked it up to be sure to see if ginseng is okay to use for hair and it's not going to have the adverse effect. And sure enough, let me show you what it says, okay? I'm actually really surprised. I didn't think that ginseng would be something, beneficial for your hair, but it really is. So this is what it said, you guys. Ginseng has many potential benefits for your hair, including the number 1 is hair growth. Ginseng can stimulate hair follicles and increase the number of dermal papilla cells, which can lead to thicker, fuller hair. Okay, so that ginseng is getting deep into those cells, girl. So ginseng can strengthen hair follicles and roots, which can prevent breakage and split ends. Which, I suffer from that quite often. I'm always trimming my split ends, but I try to hold off on that just to retain some length. But I get split ends more often than not because my hair is color treated. So the next one is hair loss prevention. Ginseng can reduce inflammatory substances that causes hair loss and may also block the conversion of testosterone to DHT, a hormone that can cause hair loss. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. I'm so excited to try this one. Scalp health. Ginseng can improve scalp circulation, which can nourish hair follicles and promote healthy hair growth. Ginseng can also soothe irritation and reduce itching, and its anti-inflammatory properties can help keep the scalp clean and balanced, okay? Last but not least, hair protection. Ginseng contains antioxidants that can protect hair follicles from damage caused by free radicals. environmental stressors, and styling products, okay? Needed to hear that one because I'm always styling my hair. You know, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I believe when I straighten my hair and leave it straight for a while, I'm really actually helping it more than I'm hurting it, because I'm not constantly adding products into it. And just, you know, when you leave your hair alone for a while, that's why protective hairstyles are so good when you're trying to grow your hair out. So like I said, this is the first time that I'm adding the ginseng, the last ingredient. It's totally optional. I never did it before and I had amazing results regardless, but I'm really excited to see the results I'm gonna achieve from using this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the portion sizes. I usually don't measure. I do own a measuring cup, but for the sake of the video, I am gonna measure for you guys just to give you a better idea of how much I use of everything. I'm gonna start by rinsing my rosemary, and I'm gonna rinse it with cold water. And I'm also going to dry it because I don't want to have water in my oil. So for reference, it's about 1, 2, technically 3, 4 sprigs of fresh rosemary. I'm just going to put it in there like that. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the fenugreek seeds. So we're going to do... So I'm adding about half a cup of the fenugreek seeds. Now I'm going to add the cloves. Oh. And this is about a quarter cup of cloves. And like I said, I'm trying ginseng for the first time. It's probably more like, see, I might do a little bit more. So, it looks like about 3 tablespoons, okay? There you go, to give you an idea how much is in there. And you see how small they are. They're not like huge pieces. Okay, that's what they look like. So that's about 3 tablespoons if I were to use, you know, a tablespoon thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. And then the oil, you just want to add enough to completely cover the mixture. You want it completely covered. Matter of fact, I just thought of something. Instead of, I'm just going to cut these. I'm still not sure how much oil I want to put, but they're a little tall, and I don't know if I want to put that much oil. There. So I just kind of cut the sprigs down a little bit, so I don't think I'm going to fill this thing up completely. But let's see. That's about how much oil I think I'm going to use. You see that there? Okay, so I put about 1.5 cups of olive oil in here, and I'm just going to leave it at that because once it's done infusing, if I feel like the oil is too strong, I can always just add more olive oil and dilute the mixture. So this is perfect. All the herbs are covered, and now I'm just going to get a lid and cover it tightly like so. Give it a nice little mix like that, and look at that. Look how beautiful. We have fenugreek, ginseng, whole cloves and rosemary, and it just looks beautiful. So we're gonna let that infuse. Okay, so making the oil is the easy part, okay? That's the easiest part. The hardest part is waiting. Now, if you're impatient like me, I know, it's kind of hard to wait 5 to 6 weeks for this, but I'm telling you, it's one of those things that it is so worth it. You will not regret it. I held off for a long time making my own oil just because I didn't want to wait, you know, and I would just go and buy it. But once I tried it for the first time, I never went back to buying hair oil because this is totally worth the wait. And let me show you what it's going to look like. So this is the previous batch that I made, and I'm almost out, which is why I'm making a new batch, okay? This should hopefully last me until this is ready. But once you start getting into that routine, you know, you realize you're running low, just start your next batch, and then when this is gone, you have your next one ready. The hardest part is getting started for the first time and just waiting it out. So 5 to 6 weeks. What I did when I made this batch, after 5 weeks, I already started using it. And then I waited 2 more weeks with the herbs inside. You know, so I started using it with the herbs still inside. I just had a little Doppler thing that I would use. And I waited 2 more weeks, so I waited 7 weeks total before I removed the herbs, strained it out really good, and tossed the herbs away. But yeah, you can start using it after, you know, 4 to 5 weeks. You can tell it's already infused. It's just the longer, the better, okay? So there you have it, you guys. That's about it. If you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I really hope you try it. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. You're gonna love it. I call it liquid gold for your hair because to me, that's what it is. I struggled a long time trying to grow my hair out after relaxing it so many times, and now I'm just reaping the benefits of having healthy hair, enjoying my hair. Even though it's color treated, it's still extremely healthy, and it's possible. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not possible to have healthy hair if you color treat it or relax it or any of that stuff, because it's not true. There are definitely things you can do if you have the patience, the time, and consistency is everything, you guys. And while we're talking about patience, I want to end this video with one of my favorite scriptures that has really helped me along during some dark, hard times. And it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." So that's Philippians 4:6. And that sums it up, you guys. Don't be anxious. Be patient in everything. Thank God for everything. And one of the things that I did do when I was starting my hair growth journey is I did pray over my hair a lot, and I asked God to just bless my hair, give me wisdom on how to take care of it and nourish it, basically. And I felt like He answered those prayers for me. He always answers our prayers, you guys. You just gotta trust Him. So I'll leave it at that. It's snowing outside today. It's the first snow of the season, and I'm super excited about it. But I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Like this video if you like it, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Help your girl out. And I just hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you try the hair oil, and I hope it works for you. Bye.